As I told you on my intro that you watched, I was a little hesitant to teach an online class just because I teach this class with U of I taught it for C of I, and today hopefully you're going to be able to see in 3 hours why I think this kind of an exercise personally has a lot of merit and credibility. But we'll all learn together throughout. We're 2 weeks down now, and so we'll gain from this experience as we go along, and as we get closer to halfway point, hopefully, you know, the rest of this will be pretty easy for you to navigate through. Because I know it's different than what other ones had. I didn't get the fortunes of having taught something else, knowing, you know, what the amount of work the others have. Robin kidded me and said, well, you know, you need to back off a little, and I said, you know, she will know me well enough that you're going to get more for your dollar than anything else, because I know, sitting in your shoes, that the classes when I got my doctorate that were easy for me and didn't have much hard work to it, I didn't gain much. And then when I took the next class or needed the practicability of that, I suffered. So I look on that and say, this will be a lot of work, hard work for you, but when you're done, I think you're going to gain enough from this that you can use pieces of this somewhere. So let's go around the room and introduce, just like you did for signing up, our two guest speakers this morning, which is I've given you a critique sheet, and you can take it back and either type it if you want, or if you desire to leave it with me today, that's fine.
We can fill them up for you too.
We'll grade them on the bottom.
The class.
What they won't see is we'll grade them A through D, A through C. And now I usually share them with them because they gain from that too. I'll introduce them when we get through. The sheets that you're doing though for guest speakers will be one of two. The other one you'll find, some of you critiqued me doing the BCEF, that's alright, because I didn't do real well with my directions. But the one I really want you to critique, if you find that, and I gave you an email, so you need to check your emails all the time, because I use, even though I can do the forums, Angel's still a little foreign to me. And so my emails I know work, my attachments work, and so I'll probably email you weekly. So I would, you know, I suggest check that periodically, because in there I clarified to you guys what the two guest speakers entailed, today's, and then not that one on me doing BCF. But if you did that and I got a couple back, that's good. But go ahead and look at that other one anyway, the one that I did last year at this time at NNU's campus in one of those rooms. Forget what room it was, but I talked in there about bond passage, and so I think those will be important for you to do, and don't do 3 critiques, do 2. So today's, you'll fill that one out, take it back if you want to, set it up, and then email it to me as an attachment. That makes sense? And then we're going to go through schedules today, we'll go through assignments today, we'll go through any questions you have I want you to ask. Because
So the guest speaker one, there's another video of you?
yeah.
Okay.
The second one, Angie, is the other one. You had 2 of those to do. Today's one, the other one is me speaking to the NNU's class.
And what is that title?
It's titled guest speaker, but you can find
It's
it 2
under
ways.
the Unit 2 folder.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right at the very top of the Unit 2
The
folder.
date on it will show 4/10/10,
Like a chapter
I think.
6.
Okay.
And it'll say, and then when you open it up, you're into YouTube. If you can't find that, keep looking, because there's 2 ways to find it.
There's 2, it's in there, and it's in there. The first part is the video, and the second folder has kind of the instructions of doing it.
Okay.
But the directions in the folder underneath it actually said the 24th, whereas the email said the 17th. So he's being real lenient with us.
Now the dates I want you to know that I put those in there to pace you. I, first of all, didn't put any dates in at all, and I thought, you know, that's not going to be good for you guys, because then you're not going to know how to pace yourself. So I'm not going to knock off points if I get it a day late, or in some cases, like Robin said, I was off because I'd revised 2 or 3 times, and then I had 2 people enter the class. I think Laura, you entered late, and then Mary dropped, so that kind of fouled me up for timing wise. So I readjusted some stuff, and then, you know, where we have that problem with Angel is every place you have something, 2 other places you have to go back to find it, and that messes me up some of the time, because I check one place, correct it, and then I don't the other ones, and you guys see that, so it fouls us up. So those time things are for your purpose. If I get it in, when I go to grade the thing in May, when your finals are there, everything needs to be in, and if there is, something missing, I'll let you know. But otherwise, those dates, if it doesn't work for you and you're a day or two off of that, but I put them for your sake, to pace yourself to keep up. Okay, Robin, let's start with you. I'd like you to talk a little bit about, give your name, where you are from, which school you're from, and then a little bit of what your desires are as far as what's this class going to do for you, how far along are you on a program, and that'll let the rest of us get a little bit of background.
I'm Robin Gilbert, and I teach here in Middleton School District, and my school is actually about 1.5 miles east of here. I get to see the lights from where I am. I'm an elementary school principal, and I worked for Rich for a number of years, and I have planned on taking this class even before I started my degree, just because he has us so involved in the facilities piece. And so this is still a very tough course for me after all the background knowledge he's given us. But it's also given me some enlightenment into why he requires what he requires from his administrators, in understanding the financial end of it, and the planning, and seeing the backside, understanding the history of what he has required us to do. So that's been really good for me. And as far as where I am in the program, I started a year ago last summer and getting ready to go into the internship next year. So.
I'm Angie Leakey Campbell. I'm the principal at Cambridge High School. We're small enough that I also teach 3 hours a day, and I'm the athletic director.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pursuing a superintendent certificate, and I've so far enjoyed this class. It gives me a better understanding of what I need to be doing in my building. As I've mentioned in some of the discussions, we're actually looking at closing down a facility because of lack of students rather than building a facility because of growth. So some of what we're learning is helpful in that aspect.
Okay, I'm Wendy French, and I am Director of Federal Programs up in Mountain View School District in Grangeville, Idaho. And we're a district that's kind of spread out. We intake Kuski and Elk City, which is an 1.5-hour drive whenever I want to go check on a program. In the snow, it's a little bit of a drive. But I'm excited about taking this class. Of course, it's a part of the superintendent program, but I'm also looking at the director of special education to get that online certificate. So I'm doing a little extra work in there. But so one day, I'm not sure what the future will hold. None of us do right now, but very much looking forward to learning more about this piece of being a superintendent. So, and I started the program last summer, so I'm a bit behind Robin on that one, but
We're together.
yeah, but I think you're ahead of me on what is this, what class for you? This is like only my 3rd class, I think.
This is 5
See, so you're a little ahead of me.
or 6.
Your turn.
All right, Tyson Beggs, actually teach math at Valley View High School. I finished my Ed Specialist in Building Administration last spring, and now I'm kind of just dragging my feet till the doctor program at NNU starts up, because I teach for NNU also, and part of getting my doctorate would be to look at teaching there full time or becoming a building administrator here in the near future. I live right down the road in Caldwell. It was kind of nice to see. I've never actually driven out here to see the new school, and it's kind of cool driving on Highway 44. You see it right off the road. I was like, that's a pretty nice little facility.
Nice little facility.
It's huge. Okay, but
Well, you're right on that.
A nice little facility.
I looked up on the hill and I was like, oh my goodness, it's huge. So, but that's, right now I'm just teaching math till I complete this year and look to see what's out there for the future.
Great.
My name's Laura Sandick. I already am done with my PhD, and it is in special ed. I have an issue with taking classes and getting more certifications, so I thought the only thing that I don't have is principal and superintendent, and I don't know if I ever intend on using it, to be honest with you. I'm the founder of Another Choice Virtual Charter School, and I'm the special ed director there, and I'm very happy being the special ed director, and I also own a business and operate my business, and I'm very happy with where I'm at, and I don't know if I will ever need this, but just in case, I don't want my school to be in trouble, so I want to